All right, I don't know if it's live yet.
Oh,
How
okay,
many?
I see it. It just
Okay,
popped up on my phone.
nice.
It says
Okay,
40
cool.
collects. Yeah, I see it.
All right, man. Yeah, so I think we're good. It has like the Riverside logo, but that's whatever, dude.
Well,
Welcome
yeah.
back, Kai. We're doing the top 10 books. This time we're talking single issues, our favorite ones from the month of July. But before
Hmm.
we get into it, and maybe as we're waiting for people to join, I have no idea. Kai, I read Vagabond. I think you were the one who recommended this to me at some point. A lot of people recommended it to me, but I think it was like your video or something like that that kind of pushed me over. I got to ask you, Kai, if I like Vagabond, what else would you recommend in kind of the manga space? Because I love this, dude, but I heard that it like is not finished yet, so I guess I'm like a little worried. But yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted your thoughts if you had any like recommendations that are sort of like Vagabond,
Man, that's like it. The
or like
one that,
you know what I mean. Like if I like Vagabond, maybe I'll like it too or something. But
yeah, I'm off top of my head, I'm already thinking Samurai Champloo. I
okay, I've
think
never
you'll
heard of
love
that. Okay,
Samurai Champloo. It's dope, man. Samurai Champloo is really dope. I mean, it is an anime. It's a short anime. I'm pretty sure it's like
gotcha. Okay,
20, I think it's like 25, 26 episodes. So it's short, but it involves like samurais and but the
okay.
engaging part about it, even though it is like the samurai fights and all that, but like the music is I think something you'll love because it has like that lo-fi, it has like lo-fi
Oh,
beats
nice. Yeah,
that
yeah.
are yeah. So yeah, that so Samurai Champloo off the top of my head, I'm thinking I'm like, yeah, I think that'll be one you would definitely love. Or even something like Afro Samurai. Afro Samurai is another one.
Okay.
Um,
Afro
but
Samurai.
yeah,
Yeah, especially, when you mentioned that they're kinda short too, because that's the thing with, like, some animes and mangas, I just get real worried when it's
when it's
however long
long.
One Piece is and stuff like that, right? I'm just like, "I don't know if I can commit to that,"
Me
but
too. I'm a
I
One Piece
gotcha.
hater, actually. So yeah,
Okay, cool, cool.
One Piece hater.
Nice, dude. But yeah, dude, with that being said, why don't we just get into so usually, guys, if you don't know, we do our, monthly shoutouts before getting into the actual list itself. So yeah, dude, I'll just throw it to you, Kai, for monthly shoutouts, dude.
Yes, sir. I actually have four this time. I usually keep it to three, but there was just it was like, I can't leave this out. But first shout out I'm gonna give is to Benjamin issue number two. This is Ben Winters and Leo Max. This is a great series. I think the first issue, I'm pretty sure I think I had the first issue in my shout outs last
I
time as
think you
well.
did. I think you
But
did.
issue one was good, but this was even better. I think the art is insane in this issue. Well, art is just insane in general. But it's great, man. We're getting to learn not more about Benjamin, but just about what's really going on in this world. It's very trippy, honestly. It really is a very trippy world and something that uh can be a little bit difficult to grasp. But uh this world is very intriguing, very sci-fi-esque. I love the sci-fi elements of this. I think it's great. The art is really engaging and the stories also really engaging as well. You're getting engaged into these characters like Benjamin and he has a guy with him too. I can't remember exactly what his name, but man, really trippy stuff. This is like this is just insane. Like I said, I think the art is definitely the highlight for me. I just love it. I think it's amazing, man. So Benjamin, issue number two will be a shout out for me.
Nice. Oni Press
This
too.
is Oni Press, by the way. Yeah, yeah, just to let you guys know, this is Oni Press. Oni Press has been coming out with bangers, guys. I think you're sleeping on Oni. Oni has been putting out heat. The next one is Ghost Pepper, issue number one. This was a very highly anticipated number one for me. I wish I could have had this like in honorable mentions or even just in my top 10 of the month, but there was just so much heat this month. July was
Yeah,
epic. I
July
mean,
was tough.
it was 5 weeks of we have 5 weeks of July. So
That's
yeah,
true.
but this is great, man. This like set in like this set of this in this dystopian world that I think is really cool. I really love the art, man. I think the art is really, really dope. I think it's great stuff. So intriguing world, intriguing characters already. I love the setting. I love the futuristic element that it has as well. Uh, I'm loving everything about this, man. It also gives me like heavy anime vibes too. I think this is another book where I'm like, this is feeling very anime-esque, very manga-esque, and I think it's really dope, man. So if y'all have not checked out Ghost Pepper, I would highly, highly suggest you do. Because
Something
like I
with
said,
like
this was
food
one of my
trucks, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what I heard.
It's
All the
dope
hype
though.
about it, but you're mentioning food trucks, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, food
Okay.
trucks, robots, and all this cool stuff that's going on. It's great. The next one is a recent one that came out this week, actually. Speed Racer. Speed Racer issue number one.
Ooh,
I am a heavy Speed Racer guy. I grew up on the movie. That movie is everything to me. I remember growing up watching Speed Racer as a kid, and it was just so cool. It's CGI and sound effects. All of that stuff was like ahead of its time in that movie. But this is really dope, man. I think we pretty much follow what that story is, kind of like in the movie between like Rex and his little brother. But in this time, his father kind of encourages him not to go the route that Rex went, which was to be a speed racer, because Rex quote unquote died. So that was a very traumatic event for the family, and the father's trying to push him away from that. But I really like the art. I think the art is really solid in here.
oh,
We get some
nice,
great
yeah,
action in here. Great, high speed or high octane races. So I think it's really cool. But there's some serious stuff happens, man. Some stuff happens to the dad. The dad got like jumped after the son and the father had like a argument and all that. And the father got jumped. He had to get rushed to the hospital. So some serious stuff happens in this issue. They definitely balance it really well. But great issue one, man. One of my favorite issue ones, I believe, of the year. I mean, I could be a little bit of bias just because I love Speed Racer. But I think this is a great, great issue one. So check that out. This is by Mad Cave, ladies and gentlemen. If you aren't familiar with Mad Cave, that's that. Then the last one, which came to a surprise for me, I wasn't even gonna pick this book up, but I saw a review from the homie KD Comics and he got me a little hooked on it. So I picked up Godzilla issue one
nice.
from IDW. Like I said, a book it was not on my bingo card. The cover did always look dope. Though. I always looked at the cover, I'm like, yeah, this looks dope. And I decided to pick it up, and I'm glad I did, honestly, because I think the art is great. The art is insane. Now, the artist, if I'm not, because I'm pretty sure I follow this artist on Twitter. I know he usually releases his stuff on Twitter. I can't
Mhm.
really pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher it, but I've been seeing his art. He's been doing great stuff. But I think this is the first time I've seen his art like him being in that comic space now. So it's dope
Gotcha.
that we get to see him. But yeah, man, this art is fire. I like the premise of this as we're getting more interactive with the humans. There's also a human who has like, I guess you kind of say like pretty much like a super powered ability. Like he can like super punch you and all this stuff. So they're using him with this group. He also looks dope too. This is him right here. I'm just like cracking his knuckles or whatever.
Oh,
It's dope.
nice.
It's very dope. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm liking where this is going, and I can't really see what they do with the future issues because this issue one really surprised me. I was not expecting to pick this book up at all, but I'm glad I did. So those are my shout outs for July.
Dang, dude. I mean, what a spread. You got some Oni Press representation with Benjamin. You got some IDW with Godzilla. Plus, I think Tim Seeley is writing that one, right? And Tim Seeley's
He
been killing
is.
it.
Yeah, Tim
I
Seeley.
know
Yeah.
we're big fans of Tim Seeley here.
Hmm.
Ghost Pepper, that's the one that intrigues me the most just because of the concept. Like, it just sounds so out there. Um,
Yeah.
and then you got the love for Speed Racer with Mad Cave, dude. So that's just
Yes,
a ton
sir.
of great indie comics, guys. I mean, what else is there to say? Jesse says Samurai Champloo rocks, dude. So shout out
Yeah, it
Jesse.
does. Shout out Jesse, man.
We got this is Christian. Okay, he says I'm trying to watch Cowboy Bebop because of jazz. That's true. The music in Cowboy Bebop, that's classic.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another classic of mine. That's actually in my top 20 animes of all time. I love Cowboy
Ooh,
Bebop. I love it. Yeah, it's just one of those ones for me. It's so good.
and listen, if something's in Kai's like top anything list, it must be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So all right, dude.
Cowboy
So
Bebop.
my shout outs. All right, let's see what we want to start with. Okay, let's start with just in general, dude. Let's shout out the Summer of Superman. So I use this as like the probably the best standout for the month for Summer of Superman. I
Mhm.
just love Bruno Redondo's take on Superman, dude. It looks so sick. Did you pick this thing up? I know some people might have skipped out on it just because it's
I did skip out. It
like
was
where are you gonna
15
store this?
bucks where I was gonna store it. Yeah, I really wanted to because I saw the panel already. That panel where everybody was in it was the full page spread
Okay,
of
it must be near
everybody.
the end, like all
Yeah,
the
I think
heroes.
so. I think so. Yeah, it's all the heroes. Yeah. So I
dude.
saw that spread, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yo, that looks dope," but then I saw the price tag, and then I saw how big it was. I was like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I just don't think I can store it
I
anywhere."
get that. I
Sad
get
to
that for
say.
sure.
Sad
And
to say.
like this one here,
Yeah, that's the one.
dude.
Love that
And
spread, bro.
it's so sick. So yeah, that's a great example. Like you get Redondo's just take on so many great DC heroes. So really beautiful stuff. It's like a
Mhm,
basic like Superman story, like aliens invade or whatever, and he stops them. But I don't know. It's just
mhm.
cool to see it in this blown up artwork with the Redondo kind of look. Just some beautiful stuff. But just in general,
Shout
dude, this
out
yeah, dude, the summer with
shout
like
out Bruno Redondo. Shout
dude,
out
and
Bruno Redondo.
dude, Bruno Redondo literally can't miss. I mean, that Nightwing run was
You
so good,
can't.
and his art was a big part of it. And yeah, dude, his addition to the Summer of Superman, I just think the Summer of Superman has been super sick. Really cool
That's
stuff.
tough. That's
Celebrating
that's an
Wood.
artist who doesn't get talked about enough, Bruno
True,
Redondo.
dude.
They
True.
don't talk about him enough.
And I'm trying to think, is Redondo on? Because for a while, like, Redondo's doing a couple issues of Superman, maybe bouncing around doing like here and there stuff. Where's like the ongoing from Redondo? Like, what's going on?
Currently, nothing.
Yeah,
I don't think
right?
he's on anything though right now. Like
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing I can think of that he's on. So yeah,
So
I
weird.
don't
Yeah.
know. I hope he's cooking up something though. Maybe that's why he's like, no, not really
Maybe
doing
like an
nothing, but
absolute title.
eh, be down for
Yeah,
whoever it
right?
is.
Dude, next shout out. We're just gonna shout out the Fantastic Four, dude. Kind of like
Fantastic
the
Four.
movie, just getting excited for the movie. So the ongoing, I had dropped it a while ago, but I jumped back on with this
Me
issue
too.
number one, and it's just like, I don't know, dude. It's just like it feels very familiar, dude. Ryan North just continuing this awesome Fantastic Four run. I thought the premise of
Yeah.
this first issue was really strong too. So yeah, just wanted to give it a little bit of a shout out, especially for Marvel
Shout out.
Comics. I don't read a ton of Marvel, but added this to my pull. And yeah, we'll have to see. Kind of like, I don't know, they're all four spread across time, and it's like, how the hell are they
Hmm.
ever gonna meet up again? But that whole thing with the Rock, I thought that was just really smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Fantastic Four shout out, and then didn't make the list, didn't make the runners up. We're giving a shout out to Ninja Turtles though,
Timothy.
man. So sick, especially the ending. I wrote it down. I wrote down the quote. It's
The quote.
yeah, like something about Casey Jones. He wakes up from the hospital and he's like, "Oh, where's my stick, dude?" And you just think that's like such a whatever line, but then the payoff for who's got his stick, dude?
Yeah, Casey. Yeah, yeah.
So sick, dude. So yeah,
April
I'm just
O'Neil, man. Yeah,
April
it's
O'Neil
crazy.
just coming in hot, coming in swinging, dude. I thought it was super fun. But just all the bits of the turtles in the courtroom. Donnie, for some reason, is representing them, dude. I don't know how it's gonna go. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Just continuing this great series. I guess for me, it was in the top 10. Maybe it slipped out once I heard that Jason Aaron was and Juan Ferreira are leaving the title, dude.
Yeah. After
Tell me
issue
about that,
12,
bro. How are you feeling about that?
my heart is broken, bro. Like
It's crazy,
it's gonna be tough because like yes, I want to keep continuing to pick it up because I am a big like Turtles fan,
right?
but it's like can't unsee Juan Ferrero's art on the Turtles. I can't unsee it. I can't
That's the
unsee it.
saddest part, dude. Like if they
That's the
kept the
set,
same
yeah.
artist, like, and then at least there'd be like some continuity between them. But man,
Yeah, but it's a full swap. Like,
yep,
yeah, like Jason Aaron and Juan Ferrer are off of it, and it's just like that's a gut punch. And it's not that the next creative team, because I think I'm familiar with the writer for sure.
yeah,
Uh,
Jean Lewin Yang. Yep, yep.
yeah, I'm familiar with the writer. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with the artist, but it's just gonna be hard for me to unsee Juan Ferrer, and it's kind of unfair. I don't want to put that type of pressure on the next artist, but it's like it's Juan Ferreira, bro. Like he's
Yeah,
one of the best current artists right now. Like he's in my top 5 right now
right.
for artists right now. So it's kinda, you know, kinda hard, man. It's tough.
It's rough, dude. And maybe it opens up like Jason Aaron, like it opens him up to do something else, or Juan Ferrer can. I don't know, but yeah, it is kind of sad to see them go with issue number 13. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I had to give for my shout outs, dude. Ninja Turtles, The Summer of Superman, and then pretty solid Fantastic Four.
Well,
So there we go.
great shout outs.
Uh,
Great shout outs.
Down in the comments, we got guy named Canadian. He just says good vibes. All right, cool, cool. Um, Cinema Cardo says gang. What's up, Cinema Cardo? Shout
What's
out.
going on, Cinema?
But yeah, dude, I think with that being said, guys, we like to do our shout outs and then we jump right into the top 10. I always throw it to
Yes,
Kai to
sir.
do the honors, dude. So, uh,
So
and for those of you keeping tally, we like to focus on, is there any Marvel representation? And do we have anything lining up? I think in the
yeah,
last couple months we haven't lined up as much, but that just means
we
more
haven't.
variety,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah, yeah. But starting off, we're actually starting off with a Marvel book.
okay.
So yeah, we're starting off with some Marvel. The 10th spot is going to Chip Zdarsky's Captain America issue 1. I
Nice.
love this issue.
Nice.
I thought it was great. I think the art is really solid, and I think like I mean I know I haven't read a ton of Captain America, but I think this was just a strong way to open up with this new book. Like I said, I think the art is great. I loved how we're getting to know more of Steve and what his life was like after he was unfrozen.
Mm,
But then also you're interwoven the plot with a new character and his backstory, which is David. David is a character that I think I'm really liking right now. I like his backstory. I know his backstory is pretty much really similar to what Steve Rogers has went through. But I'm really digging it, man. I think I love the stuff. My favorite moment, honestly, was probably the talk between Cap and Mr. Fantastic. I think I
mhm.
love that the most out of this issue, but everything else was still really solid. But the talk with him and Mr. Fantastic, I thought was just very touching and heartwarming. And I can't wait to see how Steve and David interact. I can't wait to see how they become a team. And also, I kind of dig Cap's new suit, man. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
I kind of dig it, man. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna hold you. I think it's pretty nice. I think I like it. So this is coming in at my number 10,
Nice, dude.
Captain
I
America.
I liked it too. Chip Zdarsky coming in hot, coming out of the jumping sides from DC, jumping over to Marvel, dude. So, oh, pizza says hand pink waving. I don't know what that means. Hold on.
I don't know
Hand
what that
pizza
means either.
must
I
be like
don't.
an I don't know. But yeah, so Captain America, dude. I like that pick. Nice pick. That thing about Reed. So you mentioned Reed. The whole thing with if he doesn't want to be recognized, he kind of like makes himself look just a
Yeah,
tad different. It's just like, oh, that's I'm not Reed Richards. I thought that was pretty good. Um,
yeah.
but that's all I'll say about Captain America for now, though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nice number
Gotcha,
10.
gotcha.
That's a Marvel pick, guys.
There's a Marvel pick.
All right, let's see. Number 10. Ooh, number 10 also going with the Marvel pick. We got the Ultimates number
Ultimates.
14. So this one, we get the introduction to Quicksilver, Ultimate Quicksilver, and Ultimate Scarlet Witch, as you see there on the
Hmm.
cover. And these are just some like I don't know how old they are. They seem like they're like early teens or something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
for
but
sure. Teenagers.
right for sure. So very
Mm.
like not good at fighting, I guess. But it sounds like they've been on a lot of missions and they were successful. But of course,
Yeah.
Captain America always thinking quick on his feet. I just like the kind of interpretation of this Quicksilver's like powers, just like
Hmm.
zipping all around Cap, just like punching him nonstop. There was that bit with after Captain America knocks out Scarlet Witch, the brother, he's like, dude, you're going down, dude. So he just beats the crap out of Cap. So yeah, man, I don't know, just a really fun kind of issue. But then we also get some behind the scenes on the Roxxon Corporation, and we're finding out some more of the more players involved in kind of the evil side of what's going on with the Ultimate Universe. And yeah, it sounds like the Ultimates are going on a lot of successful missions and stuff like that. So I'm just loving this new kind of direction. Like last issue and this one, I just think it's got really positive momentum. And was there a cliffhanger at the end? I don't think so, right? Usually they end with a cliffhanger. No, it's just the looks like possibly the Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are just going to be switching sides, so that could be pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
Ultimates number 14, strong pick out of Marvel. And yeah, probably my favorite Ultimates title. Just locking it in, locking it in.
Right there.
Ultimates
Alrighty.
14.
Ultimates 14. So we start off with two Marvel books in the 10 at the 10 spot.
Cinema Cardo says Dennis Camp on a generational run. That's true,
Yeah,
dude.
I think
It's
we're
crazy.
talking the best writer currently. So yeah, I've been saying this for what 2 3 months now. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's certified. It's definitely certified. All right, so coming in at my number 9, I'm going with IDW here.
Okay.
Going with Beneath the Trees When Nobody Sees, Rite of Spring, issue 1,
Solid.
another. great issue one by the man himself. I think it's Patrick Horvath, I believe his name is.
Yep.
But yeah, great issue one, and what a way to reel us back in into this world of Beneath the Trees when nobody sees. I think we all remember how it ended with the killer going loose and them never finding out about his identity or anything. He was never caught. So now we get introduced to this Duck character whose brother, I believe, who has been dead or whatever the case may be. And I think he's been dead for like, I think they said 6 years, I want to say. And she's been
A
on the
decent
hunt.
while.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. So I think they've been trying to figure out this mystery or whatever. But it's really intriguing, man. And towards like the end of this book, you see the bear linked up with the duck, and now that's going to be interesting because obviously he killed her brother and she doesn't know. But since he, came with like open arms, it was very welcoming. Which is like, yeah, like let me help you on this journey. You know what I mean? Let me see what I can do. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see their dynamic and how this
Right.
all plays out. Like if she finds out, I'm pretty sure she'll probably find out. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great tango, I believe. I think I'm
Right.
really interested to see where that happens. So yeah, Beneath the Trees when nobody sees. I'm fine. I'm glad this is back. This is a great indie series, man. I think I mean when it's all said and done, man, this might be an all timer for me. It might be up there.
I love that, dude. Nice pick, especially from IDW. Pizza says gas. Pizza also
Hmm.
says Beneath the Trees is so good. Great pick. So shout out
It
Pizza
is.
Punk.
Shout
Beneath the
out
Trees has
pizza.
been so good. Um, I think that for me, like the kind of it might be even like 10, it might be like 8 plus years or something like that, because we get the new
Yeah.
sort of like the advancement of technology, like the internet has become really prevalent. And it was cool seeing like the before she got to the town, seeing how she kind of was searching for a brother online, like searching the forums and stuff like that. So yeah,
Yep.
man, great reintroduction to the series Beneath the Trees. You guys got to pick it up. Super sick stuff. That was Kai's number nine.
Yes, it was.
Let's see, number nine for me. We're going Batman and Robin, year one, issue number nine. Dude, it's so good. I'm just loving this. I
It's
can't
too good.
stop loving this series. I mean, first off,
Yeah.
the covers are sick with the Sam Neill art, man. With the
Yeah.
cover
The
and
A
the art,
covers are phenomenal. Yeah.
excellent stuff. The part that I want to mention, of course, we get great stuff with Dick and Bruce. Still figuring it out. I think I say that every single time, but the moments with Alfred, dude. The moments with Alfred between Dick and Alfred, and they have this like sort of back and forth. Alfred can obviously tell that something's wrong, and then you get the final like outburst, heartbreaking stuff, dude. Heartbreaking stuff. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, really just get the feels. I think the twist is pretty cool too. The guy was like really close to figuring out who was behind the mask. You know what I mean? But obviously Two Face and Clayface always being evil, always up to no good, trying to get the one up. Um, and yeah, making a power play. But I've been really enjoying this Batman and Robin series. Chris Samney, Mark Waid, they just do no wrong. Once they finish this, man, they need to do something else. Like they need to collab all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something. If you're not gonna release
Yeah.
another volume of this, like do something. I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
number
I agree.
nine. It's just so good. I had to include it. Someone was asking me like, is it in continuity or something? I'm like, I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me. It's kind of
Yeah.
just it takes it's like old timey sort of feelings. I don't know if it's in continuity, but I just think
Yeah.
it's a really solid story.
It probably could be. I mean, it
Yeah,
is Dick's like, earlier years as Robin. So it could be. I'm not entirely sure either, but I
right.
feel like it probably could be though. Maybe, possibly. But yeah, that's
Um.
a great pick, man. We'll talk about Batman and Robin year one
Oh,
soon.
nice,
I'm
nice,
not
nice.
gonna say, you know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
Vactor in the chat. He says, "Ayo, let's go. This is the live I needed in my life." And then he also says, "Mark Wade the goat." Shout out
Mark Waid
Vactor,
is
dude.
goaded.
Mark
Yeah,
Wade is
shout out.
goated, dude.
He is, man. All right, coming in at number eight, we got our Oni Press book here, a book that I loved and I thought landed for me. But Out of Alcatraz, number five, this ending was phenomenal. Like, this turned, mind you, this series was already really good, but the ending made it great. This is a great, miniseries. Christopher Cantwell, Tyler Crook. This is just great stuff, man. I've always been a fan of the art. I think the art really does fit this book really well, man. But we get I believe it's Chris, Frank, Miriam, and Clarence. These four individuals, man, and we get a little flashback to where Frank was the one who actually left uh Chris's or yeah, Chris's brother, which is John. He was the one who left him, and the brother's back, and it's just going uphill from there on. I mean, John threatened to kill Frank and Miriam. He had these two like at the at like their grave or whatever. He was
Digging
like,
their
yeah,
own grave.
they were like
Yeah.
digging their own grave. It's crazy, man. This was wild, but really also really sad too, man. Because I think once you get to the part where uh Chris and Frank they're on the boat, but Chris was shot and Frank is trying to, bring him to safety. He's telling him, "Oh, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Like it's gonna happen. Like we're good." But they're both shot. Both are brutally injured right now. And the way it ends off, they make it to shore, but when they make it to shore, they were too late. They were too late. Yeah, man, this was insane. So just a masterful issue, man. I didn't know what to expect from the ending. I knew it would be good, but this was phenomenal. This was how you do an ending. So shout out Christopher Cantwell and Tyler Crook. If you don't know Christopher Cantwell, he did Challengers of the Unknown this year. He did that mini series with DC. So please check out of Alcatraz. It is such a slept on indie book that I think nobody, honestly, I don't hear many people even talk about Out of Alcatraz or if they're even picking it up.
It
But
might just be
it's a
us, bro,
great one.
honestly.
Yeah, it might just be, but such a great series, man. That
Because
ending was
my
phenomenal.
number 8 is also out of Alcatraz, dude. So we
Let's
did have a
go.
lineup, at least
We
one
do
this
have a
episode.
lineup, ladies and
Dude,
gentlemen.
I mean, you summed it up perfectly. They landed the plane. Beautiful, beautiful ending. I know that,
Yes.
it sounds like some people in the chat, like we got Vactor, he was saying that he is looking forward to reading Out of Alcatraz, and then Cinema Cardo, he was saying that it's a sleeper. So like,
Yeah.
even though like maybe lightly spoiled it just now, it's still just an amazing, amazing read. And you'll forget about it by the time you start reading it, but it's just a
Right.
story
Yeah.
about freedom and just the way it ended. It was just so beautiful. The two cops,
Yeah.
now they got their own life that they're gonna be living now. I thought that was
Yep.
just such a beautiful way to end it too.
I agree.
And yeah, like once I finished this, I had like goosebumps all over. I was like, whoa, that was insane. And I tried telling my wife about it. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, listen, you don't understand. They escaped from Alcatraz and they're
Right.
and the brother
Right.
died, but he was actually not dead. And I don't know, man, just such a crazy journey throughout this whole run. I didn't know what to expect after issue 1. I think I on this show even I was saying, it kind of didn't meet my expectation just from reading like the solicits. But
Mhm.
man, was I ever wrong? This series was incredible. Definitely want to pick
Yeah.
out, from Oni Press when this is out in a trade, guys. You definitely got to
Yeah.
check it
Pick
out.
it up. Yeah. I think that's a beautiful trade. If
Yep.
anybody gets on trade, yeah,
Oh
they'll
yeah,
they'll
and
love that.
Kai was showing the art, beautiful painted style from Tyler Crook, and a lot of love from Christopher Cantwell here. He did a
Yeah.
Plastic Man No More, a DC Black Label series.
Yes, he did do that. And I also really
So
thought that was really good. Yeah,
yeah, so
he did
Cantwell's
do that.
underrated too. Um,
Very.
let's see. So Vactor says Waid and Samney also did some Daredevil comics. And then up above, he also said that they did Captain America, a run called Home of the Brave. So I didn't know they did a Captain America
Mm.
run. That's pretty interesting.
Captain America, I didn't know, but I
Yeah.
I think I've heard of the Daredevil stuff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Mark Waid has done Daredevil, so I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah, that one I have. I
yeah,
have both of those Daredevil Omnis. I got to crack them open and
yeah.
restart them. But and
Mhm.
then nice. Vactor says he already forgot the spoiler. So nice, nice.
Oh, word, great,
Perfect.
great.
And
That's
then
perfect.
Cinema Cardo says that Oni Press has some solid runs, man. Just tapped in.
Yeah, they
The only
do.
thing I'm like, not really reading from them right now is probably like Benjamin. I probably got to start because Kai's been shouting it out every single month since it started.
I've been loving it.
So
Yeah,
yeah, dude,
it's such
Oni
so weird and
Press.
trippy, but I love it.
As far as indie publishers, I mean they're underrated too right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. All right, coming in at number 7. Surprisingly, guys, this is the only image book that I have in my top 10.
That is kind
The
of crazy.
only and Image had a great month, but this book stood out to me the most, I think, out of all the Image books. So for
Yeah,
me
you
at number
know what,
seven,
before you go, I will say
Mhm.
Image, I think this month they didn't have We're Taking Everyone Down With Us,
They didn't.
and Bug Wars is kind of on a little bit of a break or whatever, right? Or maybe
That's
they
next month, yeah.
so
It'll be next month when it
so
drops,
may
yeah.
it's good month from Image, but maybe a little lighter on like the heavy hitters for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So yeah, at number seven, we are going with The Seasons by Rick Remender,
Wow,
issue
nice.
6. This was beautiful. This is a series that gets better and better. I think I mean, I've been a fan since issue 1, but I know some people were like, I think the art is beautiful, this and that, but I'm not sure if I'm hooked. But each issue gradually gets better and it just gets even crazier. I think the art is outstanding. Uh Remender's writing is great. We're still following Spring, the sister, as she's like in this dreamscape, I guess you would say, with where the clown has put her. The clown like hold up
Mm,
this mirror to her face or whatever. And she's like going through past events that she's lived through, times where she was unwanted, times where she felt like guilt and all this stuff that she was feeling. And the clown is putting her through this. You even have a panel where like she sees her family and her family is telling her, "Oh, to get out of here. Like you're not a part of this family, whatever the case may be. You're always messing things up." This and that. It's brutal stuff. It's a brutal backstory, but the art is just amazing. And the clown, he's feeding off of this. He feeds off. I believe he feeds off anxiety.
okay.
Um, and he needs these four sisters for something. We don't know what his exact plan is, but he says in his book that he needs the four seasons. He needs spring, autumn, winter, and spring, whatever. He needs them for some apparent reason. But man, I just think the art is really strong. I think this is also a very emotional and sentimental issue. Rick Remender, Paul Aseta, it's just great stuff. There is just I can't speak of so many high things of this book, but just look at the art, man. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's insanely beautiful. So yeah, I'm going with The Seasons at number seven by Rick Remender. If you aren't picking this up, I would highly suggest you get on it. I believe the first volume is coming out soon because I think when it comes to the first arc, it's only issues 1 through 4. So we're on the
Right.
sixth issue, so we're already in the second arc. But this is amazing stuff, man. I was genuinely mind blown by this issue, and this is the best issue of the series so far too.
Dang, yeah, so with that one, I think my shop, like, had it in a week late, so I still haven't read that issue, but in general, I'm really liking the series. I mean, Rick Remender, we talk about Rick Remender all the time on this show,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's no
yeah.
surprise that he's keeping it going with the seasons, but yeah, I did miss out on that one, so I gotta double back and check it out. And yeah, definitely check out the trade if it's out. Pizza Punk says that he only reads indies, he needs to try something from the big 2. Indies are where it's at, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking
Indies
for
are where
good
it's at, so
stories,
we're
like
not
more
mad at you.
experimental artwork, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Indies
Indies are where
is
it's at.
top of the food chain right now.
Oh
But
yeah,
uh, but if you're looking for big two, honestly, I would start with the Absolute books from
that's
DC,
that's what
and then
Vactor
start
said.
with Ultimate from Marvel. So
Yep.
yeah, I would start with those.
Yeah, yeah. Vactor said Ultimate Spider-Man from Marvel, Absolute Batman. Those are probably the two that I could just easily recommend to like anybody. You know what I mean? Those are the two
Yeah,
easiest recommends for sure.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And the first volume for Absolute Batman is actually this week.
that's
So
true.
if you want the first trade, they have the trade and they have a hardcover for
Yes,
Absolute
that's right.
Batman, and they're gonna drop them weekly. So Absolute Batman's this week. I think next week is Wonder Woman,
I
and then
think
the
you're
week
right.
after that is gonna be Superman. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, you can get the trades and you can read the first arcs of three of those books. Boom, 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 right there.
So late to the game. I mean, I don't know why they're waiting. Like we're on issue like 10 on Absolute
We're on
Batman,
like
and you're just
10.
now doing. But anyways, because like
Yeah,
fake they want to keep up with the hype. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
um,
I agree.
so I think Pizza Punk was talking about the art for the seasons. I think Pizza Punk was saying that looks so dope and is referring to the seasons art. Yeah, Paul Ascetta sold me on the art just from like the first couple pages of issue 1. I was like, oh dude, this
Yeah,
style, like the kind of
it's
cartoony, really colorful. I think it's Mateus Lopez doing the coloring.
it
So
is.
there
Yeah,
you go. Yep.
which is also why it looks so beautiful as
Right.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Mateus Lopes he's a top tier colorist. So yeah, yeah. I think I like the his art is it's kind of like water paint type of like art,
Yeah. It's
or
like
like watercolor, I
pastel
should say.
almost.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
pastel
like
maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. And then like the mystery of the season, I was really liking too. So yeah, nice solid 7 pick.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We're talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter, guys. Man, I love this, dude.
Mm,
Coming at it, my issue number
I
7.
love this too.
It was so good. So, we talk nonstop about the art. Javier Rodriguez, Eisner winner, by the way. We predicted it. I don't know if anyone remembers out there. We predicted it. But excellent stuff. And I like in this one how it deals with like darkness and like the color black. Like Javier Rodriguez is like, I know I
Yeah.
was hitting you guys with the color. Let's kind of just do something black and like how it plays with the other colors that
Mhm.
we've seen in the series so far as the city is kind of experiencing like a total blackout. And yeah, dude, I just thought it's so interesting to see Javier Rodriguez's art. It's almost like a mirror world or something. Like
Yeah,
he just switched it up on us like so fast. It's not even funny. Um,
it's amazing.
yeah, and
Truly.
and I think what I really like about this so far is just the fact that it's like a crime and noir. So like they're just running around the city like trying to stop people poisoning the Chacos, like the Oreos in this world. People are putting
Yeah,
like glass in the burger diners. Like everybody's just committing like a bunch of heinous crimes and stuff like that. And
right.
they're just running around trying to save as many people as they can. And they get into a sort of accident. Some ambulance
Yeah.
just like slams them, dude. So
It's crazy.
yeah, dude,
It is crazy.
it's just like the craziest series so far. I don't know, man, and I cannot explain to you guys. Like the colors just blow my mind as I'm flipping through this.
Yeah, they do.
So,
They
Absolute
do.
Martian Manhunter, maybe not my favorite issue of the series so far, but just the art switch up. Javier Rodriguez is like a generational talent. It's some crazy stuff, and
It's ridiculous.
as this series is going on a little bit of a break, we give him the grace, guys. Let Javier
Yeah.
Rodriguez
Let him
rest a little
let him
bit, you know?
cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let him
Before,
do his thing.
yeah. So yeah, that's gotta be for me. Absolute Martian Manhunter at my number 7. Another
It's a
DC
great
series
pick.
that we would recommend if you're down there in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Vactor says Kai the man. Shout out Vactor.
Appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Cinema Cardo says the Storm Run over at Marvel is good too, and I know you've talked about that in the past.
Yes, it is. I think it's only been in my top 10 once.
I think you're right.
And it was for issue 4 because that was just a phenomenal issue. It's still really good now, but it just hasn't hit that high of like a issue 4 yet. It hasn't blown my mind yet with some of the issues
Gotcha.
coming up. But it's still really good. I'm still really intrigued on what they're doing because the cosmology and how they're tying it in, it's great stuff. So I hope to bring it back in top 10 soon, hopefully.
Yep. Vactor says Dennis
Hopefully.
Camp is on fire right now. And then number 5 got to be the best one so far. I don't know. Oh, maybe talking about Absolute Martian Manhunter.
Oh,
Uh,
maybe, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's probably what he's talking about.
And then
It's a
he
great
also,
issue. It's an amazing
yeah,
issue.
he also says, glad they extended the run because I think that's right. It wasn't Absolute Martian Manhunter was 6 at one point, and it's like
It was 6
you guys are
and it got
crazy, bro.
extended
Yeah,
and it got extended on the very first issue,
you're
which is
right.
crazy,
You're right.
which was so wild. I was so happy that it got extended. So
Yeah.
happy.
And then just to before you get to your number 6, Pizza says noting all these recs. Thanks. So yeah, dude, if it's on
Hey,
our list, it's definitely something we recommend. So yeah,
absolutely.
right on, dude.
Absolutely. Cracking that number 6 spot just outside the top 5. This is a book that finally I have it on my top 10 because I rave so much about this book. At number 6, we're going Green Arrow, Chris
Nice,
Condon,
dude.
and Montos. Finally, bro. I This is one of the best DC ongoing books, period. Like even including absolutes. I think this is top 10 and it's not 10. It's probably
Yep.
like 6 for me, maybe even 5. Like
Yeah.
I love what Chris Condon and Montos done here. This honestly, this issue, I think out of all the issues we've gotten from Chris Condon so far, this might be my favorite. This might be the best. I think I just love obviously like the art. I mean, come on, Montos giving us like the
Montos,
earlier
dude.
stuff of Green Arrow and Roy Harper, but the mystery, the vulnerability, all that's tied into this issue as Oliver Queen finds out about Roy Harper and him, I guess, like overdosing, even though we really know what happens to him because we're
Right.
dealing with another Archer. But the vulnerability and just the emotional aspect of seeing the Green Arrow family come together. You have Oliver, you have Dinah, then you have Roy Harper's little girl, which I think her name is Tillian, or
Mm,
I think it's Tillian.
I think you're right.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, Leon. That's her name. It's Leon. But yeah, great stuff. We're seeing Roy Harper in this coma state. But like I said, man, Montos on the art. It's just like, come
That
on, man. I
style,
don't.
dude. I love it.
It's so good and it fits Green Arrow so well. I'm loving the dark stuff that we're getting, but I'm also loving how Chris Pine is bringing back the family aspect. Because if you read Williamson's run, Williamson did that very heavy with the
Right.
family stuff, and I still thought that was really good. But this arc is already shaping up to be better than Freshwater Killer. I'm saying it now. I think it's going to be better, and I love Freshwater Killer. Loved it.
Right.
I think it's a perfect arc. I don't think there's really any flaws I can really point out about that arc. I was enthralled the whole time. Uh, but we also get to see like Green Arrow and his like his little detective bag where he's investigating about the arrow.
Right. Right.
He finds it in an alleyway, which I think obviously that was on purpose. I think the guy wants the arrow to find him.
True. True.
Uh, but man, it's great stuff. I keep talking about the suit I love, man. I actually love his suit. I know people
It's
love
sick.
seeing his mustache, which I get. The mustache is like a signature look for Oliver Queen, but I kind of like the hood and him having the mask over it. I think it's dope. I think
Yeah.
it gives very Robin Hood vibes, which is pretty much what he's influenced by. Uh, but great stuff, man. I finally got it on here. I just think this is amazing. And now the ending is where I'm like, wait, where's Roy? Where did he
Right.
go? What's going on? So yeah, Green Arrow, I had to give a shout out, man. This issue was truly 5 out of 5 stars, man. That was phenomenal.
I
I wish I
love it,
could have put
dude.
it higher, but man, it's just an amazing book. It is. So for those out there who aren't reading Green Arrow, give it a try. Please.
For sure.
Please give it a try.
It's a little misleading because it's on, you just said issue whatever, but for those that
Yeah.
don't know, it started with Williamson and it's only been recently the creative team switch up that where it jumped up from a series that was okay with Williamson, but now it's like we're saying, it's top of
Yeah.
DC, near the
I
top of
think it's
DC for
better now.
sure.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I think you're right, dude. This arc is shaping up to be a little better. Just the fact that it's like more personal to Ollie and like it deals more with the backstory of Speedy and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We've got Captain. I don't know how to say your last name. Esquime. He says bonjour from France, dude. Shout out
Oh,
France.
shout out
Uh,
France.
shout out France, dude. Cinema Cardo says y'all hyped for Absolute Green Arrow. So I heard about this, but I don't know
Come on
who's
now.
on it. I cannot tell you the creative team off the top of my head.
So Rafa Sandoval is on the art. That I do know. As far as the
Interesting.
writer, I forgot. His name is long, bro. I honestly can't even pronounce it. But they did give because DC had a panel at San Diego
Right.
Comic Con. So
Yep.
they exploited about Green Arrow. And honestly, it doesn't sound too different from what he already does. But I've
Right.
heard a theory that this Green Arrow might be blind. And if that's true, I would
Wow.
really love to see that. If it's true,
Wow.
if that's true, I would love that. If he's blind, great. And then I think we also know, like, yeah, he is rich. He's a
Okay.
millionaire. I'm pretty sure a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever case. I know he's rich, but if he's blind, I think that can be really, really dope if they do that route.
That's cool. Okay, so this is cool, and definitely if he is blind, that definitely makes it a little more interesting. Um, somebody needs money in these absolute. Everybody's poor so far, dude. Somebody's got to have some kind of money for a Justice League or whatever. Like,
I agree. I agree.
but yeah, okay, cool. I can't remember the writer, but it's on. Oh, Porn Sack, Peach. I don't know how to say his name, but he's a really
Yeah,
acclaimed writer.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And Raphael Albuquerque. Okay.
Oh, Albuquerque. That's what it is. I said Sandoval. That's what I meant. I meant Albuquerque. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah.
got you.
I don't
No,
know
but
why I
you're
said
right. So I,
Sandoval.
I think Albuquerque's doing the art for Superman Unlimited. Is that right?
Unlimited. He is. Yeah,
So yeah,
it's true.
okay. So on the Absolute Green Arrow, that could be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Vactor says I need to catch up on Green Arrow. DC is putting out so many books, I can't keep up. I know
that's
it's
fair.
tough. It's
DC's
tough.
on fire, man.
It's tough.
They're on
But
fire. They're hitting
if
on
I
all
was doing
cylinders.
if I was doing a short list of like 5 DC titles, I'm very certain, even with all the absolute stuff, I'm very certain Green Arrow would slide in there, probably at number
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Right on for number 6. I'm giving it to. Oh, speaking of Sandoval, we're going absolute
That's
Superman,
so
dude.
Superman.
So this one was just cool because we got Superman kind of joining the fight, and I just loved all the different kind of bits with oh like I mean he's like doing the he's like pulling out the bullet from himself, and you get like the mother box
Hmm.
trying to help out. It's this one to me is just like the world is interesting, I guess. Like we're
Yeah.
finding out about just the Lazarus Corporation, and all the stuff with Lois Lane. Like she's on the bad guy's side, but her heart doesn't seem in it, right? All the stuff with I think the rebel group's name is like the Omega Men, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And Jimmy Olsen's on there, right? And kind of great bits with
Which is
Jimmy
dope.
Olsen talking to Clark, and the characterization for Jimmy Olsen's there. You know, he's like the lovable guy there. So we'll have to see that relationship kind of expand and kind of. But then the end. Wait, I was trying to. Oh yeah, the end here. Lois Lane and Jimmy. So it looks like
Yeah.
Jimmy's captured, and we'll have to see kind of where that goes. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know, just very just the world, I guess. Like this to me is kind of the most interesting corner of the world of this new absolute universe. And the
Gotcha.
way that Jason Aaron is kind of fleshing it out is really cool. And then Sandoval, such a cool look for Superman. Like that suit, we talk about it all the time, but that suit just looks so cool, and it lets Sandoval kind of just do like crazy things that you wouldn't normally be able to do with a Superman suit.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. Maybe not everybody's like favorite issue of the series, and I don't think it's mine either, but I thought it was really strong. I gave it like a
Yeah. I do.
4.5 like when I ended up reading it. Like
Yeah.
I was
Me
looking
too.
back on my League of Comic Geeks, and I was like, oh, this was pretty sick. I must have liked it a lot. And
Yeah.
just flipping it through, I kind of got reminded. So yeah, dude. Number 6, going absolute Superman. Really good stuff.
Great stuff, man. Number six. All right. Uh, we got top five. We're at the five spot. At number five, we are going Batman and Robin year one. We
Nice.
talked a little bit about it, but yeah, like you said, Chris, Chris Samney, Mark Waid, just a creative team that just keep doing it and doing it. We could talk about the art all day, but I love what Mark Waid is doing here. Uh, I think we're still following. I mean, obviously Batman and Robin, but seeing them into action, I thought was really good. The Alfred and Dick Grayson stuff, the very emotional stuff, I thought that was amazing. But the ending, man, where we see Clayface, who was portraying as Grimaldi's father,
Right.
and he stabs him in the back,
That
bro.
was a surprise for
It
sure.
was insane stuff. This was great. I love this. So I know you touched, mostly on it, and of course you did a great job explaining it. But this issue was amazing. I think, honestly, man, it's tough saying what's your favorite of Batman and Robin year one, but this one might be it. It just
Had a
might.
little bit of
I'm like,
everything, right? Like,
yeah, it had everything. Literally, it had everything. I still love how Bruce is still struggling to even like be a father to Dick as well. I think that's the
right,
part that I also love because he's growing. Obviously, yeah, he's trying, but obviously he could be like so clueless sometimes, and he just doesn't know. He doesn't have a way of words. I think that's the thing about Bruce. He just doesn't have a way of words sometimes, and that's where Alfred comes in. And
right.
of course, Alfred being the goat. But yeah, man, we're definitely going Batman and Robin year one, issue number nine. Like I said, another top 10 DC ongoing for me. I don't think there's many ongoings I can say is better. Uh, if I had to, I don't know where I would place this. This probably be like in the 8, 7 range if
That's
we're
where I
talking
was
DC
feeling too.
ongoings.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's where I'm feeling, yeah. 'Cause I definitely think it's not 10. So
Right.
yeah, I think the highest I would go is like 7, probably.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. When that's out, guys, that's gonna be like, cause I don't know how people feel about the year one stuff just in general. But this is
Yeah,
like an all-time year one story, like that I've
I
read
agree.
definitely.
Yeah,
And I
I
like
think
that
so
they
too.
get 12 issues, maybe a little more, I don't know, but they get 12 issues to really kind of flesh it out because some of the year ones are a little short. So yeah, it's just really cool. Even if like I don't know, like the story that's going on, like the mob boss kind of thing. It's not like the most exciting thing. It's pretty par for the course, maybe like Batman mob style stuff, but I
Yeah,
don't know, just the relationship that I think Mark Waid's just nailing. So yeah, that's a great pick, dude. Number 5, Batman and Robin, year one.
sure.
Backing up a little bit, Vactor says he loves the AI suit. So from Absolute Superman, I'm
Me
assuming
too.
it's the AI suit. Nice.
Yeah, I think it's the coolest he's looked.
And then he also says, Vactor says that it's nuts how Mark Waid is still putting out amazing comics late into his career. Yeah, right. I can't think of
I
any other
agree.
creator that just gets better with age like him. That's a good point, dude. Honestly,
That's
because
a great point.
just that he's been doing it for so long, he has so many legendary stories under his belt. Other writers that maybe had that acclaim back in the day, like if it comes out that I don't even want to say names because it's kind of like dissing them or whatever, but oh, they're coming back to write like a Marvel series. I'm like, huh, okay. But if Mark Waid is coming back doing something right, that's like
Right.
always really sick. So yeah, dude,
Yeah.
Mark
Mark
Waid,
Waid's
the
it's phenomenal.
consistency, dude, for decades at this point, I think, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
another writer I feel like you're gonna have to mention as far as even in 2025,
Yeah.
he's on like what, 3 titles
Yeah,
maybe?
3, I think, and he's
Justice
like
League,
right,
Batman and Robin,
right.
World's Finest.
World's Finest, true. He was doing Shazam for the longest time. I
He
don't know.
was
I
doing
guess that might
Shazam,
be canceled. I don't
but
know.
that fell off. Yeah,
Okay.
that fell off. Yeah, he let go of that like early on in the series. I think he got off like issue
Oh,
6.
you're
Yeah,
right.
because
You're right.
remember it was him and Dan Moore,
That's right.
and then they got off. Yeah,
That's
they got
right.
off early. So yeah, I think those are 3 titles I can remember that he's doing. So yeah,
A lot of event stuff. I mean, he's doing like a lot of the DC cosmology, like crazy sort of
he
stuff.
was on Absolute Power.
Yeah, absolute
So
power.
that's
And
true.
I guess he what was that latest event they just did? The that wasn't
Oh,
as
We Are
good,
Yesterday.
to be fair.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
he's
Nah,
not
yeah.
always batting 1,000 or whatever, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, he's writing Action Comics too? Like the
He is
superhero
writing it.
stuff?
So yeah, he's on 4 titles. But then, oh, you know what? It might be 5 though, because didn't they announce that he's gonna take over Flash?
Flash. I so yeah, the Flash one, I didn't know if that was like a only like a one issue thing, like specifically for the DCKO. I don't know, but if he's coming back to
Yeah.
do like the ongoing Flash,
It,
I mean, just come on, man. It's crazy, Mark Waid right now.
top
Crazy,
5. Top 5.
crazy,
He
dude.
gotta be. He gotta
Vector
be.
says a writer that he's never a fan of when they come back. Frank Miller, he's saying thumbs down on Frank Miller. Okay, okay.
Everybody's thumbs down on Frank, man.
And then here's
Oh,
Vector
that's
saying Mark Waid
hilarious.
writing action. So yeah, dude, Mark Waid just killing it.
Yeah, he's just killing it, man. Yeah,
As
it's
we
crazy at his age and he's doing all these titles. It's
It's
crazy.
crazy, dude. It's crazy. He
It's
just
yeah.
loves superheroes. Like you're always at least having fun when you're reading his stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, guys. Number 5. This one was insane. Assorted Crisis events.
Sort of crisis.
So this one was all about like repetition, circle. The entire issue, in fact, is like a loop.
Loop.
You could just be looping reading the same dang comic forever. But each page in itself is also a loop.
Yeah.
Come on, Dennis Scare. Like
It is crazy. Yeah, it's wild.
I say it
Freaking
every time.
freaking Zawatsky,
Zawodzki
bro.
with the art,
Zawatsky on
dude.
art.
It, it
Yeah.
it's a good point, dude. You brought up Zawodzki because I don't think that these crazy Dennis Camp concepts they might not
Mhm.
work as well with Zawodzki, like
But
without
yeah,
Zawodzki's artwork. You know
without
what I
him,
mean?
I agree.
But just an insane like just like the craziest reading experience. Like once you start seeing what he's doing, it's like oh, literally like every page could just repeat, like with the dialogue too. Like it's so finely tuned. And then like you said, the artwork. But kind of like the meta story going on, it's this girl that was stuck in the same moment for I mean, she was saying like I don't know, upwards of like a million years, something insane and kind of scary, where she's just
Yeah.
living the same moment on repeat. And as she grows up, it's kind of like the moment's still haunting her. So even though she's not
Mhm.
living that moment, it's still kind of like in the back of her head. And I'm sure everybody can relate, like a harrowing experience or something from their past. But it gets
Right.
dark at times where we see her, being pushed to the brink. Maybe like that might be a trigger warning. Like, sorry for showing you guys that, but um, just like really deep. And then I thought it was nice that Dennis Camp gave us a happy ending for once, dude. You
He
know what I
did.
mean?
Yeah, he did.
Or
He
kind of like
actually
a
did.
hopeful ending, I guess. Like
Yeah.
even though we all are struggling with stuff and they might like weigh us down, like it was nice seeing her kind of come out of it at the other end. But although it kind of leads back into the beginning of the story and it kind of repeats in that cycle, but overall, just a really interesting kind of read. No one's doing it like Dennis Camp and Zawadzki, just crazy reading experiences,
Yeah.
nonstop. Cinema Cardo says, I can't believe that's the last issue of Assorted Man. I heard that they're
Yeah.
actually doing another arc. I could be wrong, but I think I saw Dennis Camp on Blue Sky talking about how just give it a little bit and some more will be coming. So I could be wrong on that, but I think he was talking about Assorted Crisis events. And if that's the case, man, we talk about it all the time. How many different ways can this guy tell a goddamn story? It blows my
Yeah.
mind, dude, how creative
It
Dennis
is
Camp is.
insane.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's my number 5 pick. Just so
Great
crazy.
five. It's a
Yeah,
great five pick.
Assorted
Alrighty.
Crisis.
So the crisis. Coming in at my number four. You know how much of a big fan I am of this series. We're gonna go with New Gods here. Rom V,
Nice.
Evan Cagle. Just a big fan. This was just a wholesome, I think, issue. This was a lot of family stuff, man. We get to see the Justice League and New Gods be together. Uh just a lot of great stuff. I love obviously the art. The art is just Cagle just doesn't miss. But it's just really great stuff. Like I said, very wholesome stuff. I think just great vibes. This was just great. I love this stuff. I love how we got more Scott and Barta in this one as
True.
well. We get to see Mr. Terrific on his T spheres.
Yeah, that little
Like it
mission
was
that they
just
went on, that was
the
cool. Yeah,
mission
yeah.
so dope. I believe we also got I think we got Jonah Hex in this. I'm pretty sure one of the gunslingers
I don't know
that
who
he
that
was in.
cowboy guy was. I think that,
Yeah,
and I didn't pick up on this when I was reading it. I guess he's like a traitor, like, he might be bad, but he's, like, kind of hiding in with
hiding it.
the good
Yeah,
guys or something
yeah,
like that. Um,
yeah.
but I
But
don't know who that character is, so they kinda went over my head on that part.
just great stuff.
Yep.
Just great wholesome stuff, man. I love New Gods. They just they just keep doing it. I don't know how they're doing it, but they just do. So I just think Romvi gave us a great issue. I know it probably didn't really like push the story forward as many people wanted it to, but the vibes were just immaculate in this issue. I couldn't deny it. I just loved everything about it. So wholesome, so great. And the way that they were telling the story, I thought was just beautifully done. So yeah, gotta give it to New Gods by Ron V and Evan Cagle, another DC book that's high up there as far as ongoings go.
Yeah, dude. Nice kind of breather issue. I like the way you kinda put it. It was just like a nice wholesome, the gangs, they're just having, like, a little meal, you know? Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was like a nice little break from kinda what's been going on. Honestly, kind of like a nice break from what's been going on, like, all the craziness in DC just in general.
Right.
Read
Yeah.
this issue of New Guys and just take a little breather, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Vactor says that he's heard great things about New Gods. It's on his to read pile. Yeah, dude, you won't be disappointed.
You won't be.
You won't be disappointed for sure. Although, like, the series kind of took like a little turn. Like, I thought it was going one way and it kind of went this way. You can't deny that Ron B and Evan Cagle are just killing it. Excellent stuff, dude. Not one that made mine, I will say, but I do like the way you put it. Just nice little breather sort of issue. Um, hey, you're number 4. Let's see. Also, a DC. Staying in the DC realm, we're going absolute
Mm,
Wonder Woman number 10. Man, I
phenomenal
think
issue.
this arc, dude, might be better than the
Then
Tetra
the
High
first one?
arc. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just more intrigued, like, the character, like, the Fernand I don't even know how to say his name.
Oh,
The
Ferdinand.
Minotaur guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ferdinand. Yeah, I
He's
got
so
you.
sick, dude. I want that guy to be, like, my best friend, dude. So sick. Kinda sad, dude. It seems like he's getting captured. We'll have to, like, go I'm sure Diana will have to go and save him at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
But listen, I gotta tell you, in this one, it hit because it was very personal, dude. The whole thing with the panther, right? This panther god is like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to fight you." Diana's like, "I don't want to fight, man. Why would I fight you?" Then the panther
Right.
starts going for the turtle, and then Diana gets activated. She's like, "Oh no, you're not hurting that turtle." And she ends up defending this turtle, this innocent little turtle from the panther god. And for those that don't know, I have a tortoise named Sheldon. So this
Mhm.
like hit me, dude. This hit me in the feels, man. I was like crying at like whatever I read. It's like 4 p.m. I'm just like tears coming out of my face because she saved a turtle. I posted on my story and Hayden Sherman reposted it, dude. So
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah, shout
dope.
out.
Yeah.
but just really fun stuff with this one as Diana's kind of exploring the maze. I think that the cast of characters, like all these people, with Steve Trevor and everybody, great, excellent stuff. I
Yeah,
love their back and forth. Really funny writing from Kelly Thompson in those moments too. And then the issue just takes like a crazy Hayden Sherman like acid trip
his
with Bel Air on the colors.
paneling
Yeah,
is paneling is
it's insane.
insane.
And this is what I was saying about Hayden Sherman's like work in Into the Unbeing, that series out of Dark Horse. Like if you're into Hayden Sherman like wacky paneling, it's pretty much this like the whole series. But yeah, man, just such a crazy read with Bel Air on the colors too. I do want to mention because
Yeah,
it, the way that we're talking earlier about like artist switch ups with Javier Rodriguez, dude. Jordi Belair can, where you were saying like maybe Mateus Lopez is kind of a pastel sort of color palette. Dude, Jordi Belair can do any color,
anything.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like any kind of color palette, always switching it up. Like this versus something like GI Joe, it's completely different, but the same colorist. So yeah, excellent stuff with this absolute Wonder Woman series. And I think the fact that this one is this arc, I'm just loving it a little bit more than the Tetrahide one. I think that's why it plays so high for me. But yeah, absolute Wonder Woman,
yeah.
killing it, dude.
It's still my
That's a
number
must
one
read.
absolute. So
There you
yeah,
go. There you go.
absolutely. Absolutely. Get into that top three.
Oh yeah,
Speaking
top
of
three.
number three, we are gonna talk
Oh,
about
there we
absolute
go. There
Wonder
we
Woman.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about absolute Wonder Woman. I won't go too much into detail. You already encapsulated it perfectly, but yeah, art is insane. I think I'm agreeing with you that it's probably leaning where it might be better than Tetracide, honestly. I think just because we're getting more of this world and we're also getting introduced more to these gods as well.
Yeah,
So
true.
that's also like another great part about it. I'm loving that. I love the talk that Cersei has with Diana while she's little, and Diana's
Right.
like, "No, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of gods." Like, I thought that stuff was really wholesome and really cool. Then we get the stuff with Cersei and Hecate, and how Hecate, the god, is telling Cersei, like, "Man, Diana, she's a special case. She's a miracle.
Right.
She's pretty much like the bridge, between like the gods and the humans as well." So I think all that stuff that they did with Cersei and Hecate was great stuff. Just a great way to encapsulate Diana's character and what she's really all about.
Well
It's just
said.
so compelling, man. But yeah, it's like I said, it's not much to talk about. Yeah, y'all have seen the art, seen the paneling.
So
It's just
crazy,
insane,
dude.
man. It really is. The cover itself is insane. I think this might be my favorite Absolute Wonder Woman cover, like a cover. Like this is insane stuff. So yeah, this is coming in at my number three. Kelly Thompson again, a woman that has to be talked about in the writer space. She's amazing. I love Kelly Thompson.
Consistent
Anything I feel
output
like she
for
touches is
sure.
pretty much, yeah, it's great. Even her Birds of Prey run, I'm still really enjoying. I still
Oh
think that
yeah.
run is a lot of fun.
Yep, yep.
So
Agreed on that. Cinema Cardo said that that cover is so crazy. Loving this arc of Wonder Woman. Dude, you're right on the cover. This might be like my favorite A cover in like I don't even know how long. This cover is just crazy, dude.
the cover is wild. Yeah,
And then Vactor, backing up a little bit, Vactor says Absolute Line is on fire. They just pick the best creators and let them cook. That is
yeah,
so true, dude. It really feels like
yeah.
it's like hands off. Like the writers and artists can do whatever the hell they want. They don't
Can
have
do
to
what they
follow
want.
the
Yeah.
continuity as much, right?
Yeah. I've seen an interview of Chris Condon, and he was saying how like the Ultimate line kind of feels like indie, where like they could just
Gotcha.
have this freedom, and they can do like whatever they want, like free reign. Because Chris Conner, I think he presents an idea of Ultimate Wolverine, and Marvel's just like, yeah, sure, like whatever. Like
That's
we're
sick.
not gonna tell you what not to do or whatever. So yeah,
Right.
I think that's what the Absolute line is also delivering. It's stories that these creators wanted to tell, and DC's just like, yeah, go for it. Like we're not gonna put no limitations on you. We're just gonna let you do you. So I
Yeah.
think that's amazing, honestly, that DC is giving people the free reign when it comes to like obviously the separate universes. They probably don't do it for mainline, maybe like that. But
Right.
it's still cool to see that to let these writers do what they want to do, and to get positive reviews from it. So I think that's great.
No, yeah, I mean, you summed it up perfectly. Just the fact that if they're all been given this freedom from both the big two, I mean,
Yeah,
that's why they're seeing, that's directly, in my opinion, why they're leading to so many successes, like hit after hit, all these different series. So, Yeah, dude, super sick.
Yeah, I agree.
Cinema Cardo said loved her Scarlet run. That's a good shout out, Cinema Cardo. I love that Scarlet.
Yeah,
That was, and we talked about that before. That was my personal favorite GI Joe like mini out of those first four. So I love that Scarlet, dude. That was
I
super
thought,
cool.
yeah, I thought it was good. It wasn't my favorite mini, but
Right.
it was good. I
I
think
love
mine
that
was
the spy
Cobra
stuff, like,
Commander.
and that makes sense, and that makes sense too, because Cobra. I mean, he's just such a. I gotta
I thought
reread that
Cobra was
one.
just
He's such a
insane.
badass dude. Yeah.
Maybe just because I'm like a big action guy, and granted, Scarlet definitely gave that. Like
Right.
I love obviously spy espionage and all that, but Scarlet, it just felt the most distant to me out of the
That's fair.
Energon universe. I think
And we
that's
haven't
what it was
even
for me.
like kind of seen like we haven't like followed back up on that, I don't think. Like that corner
Hmm.
of the G.I. Joe sort of Energon universe.
Yeah, that's
Um,
why I'm like, I
yeah.
thought it was gonna be tied in more. Like, yeah, they had that little Energon source. I think it was like a sword that was in Scarlet, but it was like a it was
Oh,
infused with Energon, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was
gotcha.
like the only like tie to it, I guess. But
Yeah,
even then, like I said, it just felt distant. It just felt like a Scarlet focus story, which was fine. But I just wanted to know how it was gonna interwove with the Energon
right.
universe just in general, and it didn't do that for me.
We need some more of those minions, dude. I don't know. I like in the
I
mainline G.I. Joe
agree.
series. Um, honestly, maybe my favorite part of the Energon, which might be a hot take, but we need some of those more minis, dude. I thought those were a super cool idea. Just get
I
fleshed out a
agree.
little more.
I've been wanting them to do a Snake Eyes mini, but
Yeah,
I've
dude.
also heard I think they can't do it. It has something to do with rights, I
Oh, no
think,
way,
of
bro. That's so
of why they
disappointing.
probably
Yeah.
can't do Snake Eyes. Because that's the one I was like, "Yo, give," like, even if you're not gonna give him a mini, at least have him appear in G.I. Joe, because
Yeah, right?
he is a G.I. Joe. So,
Right.
but yeah, I think the reason why he's not in G.I. Joe, it has something to do with rights. I don't know
Dang.
everything,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but that's something I've heard of why he's not on the team or why they probably won't do it in the future because of a rights thing, whatever it is.
Dang. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't
So
surprise
yeah.
me because like right stuff, it's just so murky. It's always a huge
It's
mess, dude.
messy.
So
Yeah.
it wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if
it is.
like some company has the rights to Snake Eyes and comics, and like Robert Kirk's been like, "Yo, I want to get him in there, guys, but we just can't." All right, so
Yeah, but we can't. Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole ordeal.
dude. So you mentioned that you only had one Image comic on your list, and you already
Yeah.
said it with the seasons.
Yeah.
So when I say my number 3 is the Power Fantasy, dude,
I
is
thought
that
that was
just
great.
okay?
I thought it was
Interesting.
great,
Gotcha.
but
Okay, I
it
gotcha.
wasn't. I just thought the seasons was
That's
better,
fair.
in
That
my
I get.
opinion. I
Okay,
think
cool.
I think I resonated with that more than I did, I guess, with the Power Fantasy. I think it the seasons it did something like emotionally. I was really like now I'm
Mm,
invested in this character and what's going on with her. Like it gave me that, and I was just like, man, because like it's not that I never liked Spring. I always thought she was like, this little, little cute little girl or whatever, like she's
right.
cool. But like seeing her past events and what she's been through and like her feeling unwanted by family and all this stuff and by people, her peers around her, it did something. I was just like, man, this is tough, man. I'm really like it's hitting for me. It just did something for me.
I got you, dude. Yeah, so I gotta check out that season's issue too, especially if it's the best one in the series. And we talked about this when we did our top 5 indie comics, and
Yeah.
that's why I was a little bit confused. I was confused if this one came out this month or like possibly last month because I remember us talking about it. I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one
Yeah.
was cool. Just finding out about kind of like the alternate side of what was going on during the summer of love. I think right, and the kind of switch up
Yeah. Yes.
characters
Yep.
that we talked about, the love scenes or whatever, getting hot and heavy here.
Yeah.
Um, and and then, dude,
Yeah, getting a
at the
little
freaking
frisky over there.
end where they go, uh, "So it's decided, right?" And she says, "Yes,
Yeah,
we gotta kill him in 3 days. We gotta kill Etienne." It's like, "What?" So, I guess for me, it feels like this whole series, we've been kinda, like, going up the roller coaster, and it feels like
mm.
with this issue, it's, like, starting to tip a
It's
little
starting
bit.
to yeah, it's
You know what I
about to
mean?
yeah, something's
So
big's about to go down for
oh,
sure.
yeah, dude, absolutely, something crazy,
About to
and
be chaos.
the more that this series goes on, the more I'm confident that it's gonna be like a east of west level of series. You know what I mean?
A
Of like
series,
something
yeah,
like
I think
it
when it's
just
all said and done, it might be
yeah,
up there.
it's got like that. I don't know. Something's going on with this one. Like all the gears are turning. Like all
Mhm,
the different players that play. It reminds me too. I just started
yeah.
reading Descender, and this is giving me kind of east to west vibes.
Jeff
Just like a
Lemire.
world that's kind of bigger and all these different people involved and kind of the gears are turning. So yeah, just those kind of stories like end up being like sort of the legendary Image comics, and I think that this one's gonna end up being on that short list too of just like all timer Image comic series specifically. In the art
Yeah,
from Casper Wingard, it's just excellent, dude.
insane. Yes, I
So
agree.
yeah, that had to be my number three. I get it. It wasn't not the best issue of the series for sure, but just crazy revelations, and that ending was so crazy as well. So that's got to be my number three. Backing it up here, Vactor said Kelly Thompson's putting together a nice little career. Totally agree on that.
She's great. She's so
Uh,
good.
Cinema Cardo, he says that he needs a Beachhead mini from GI Joe. So I don't know like the classic
Mm,
GI Joe. So there's
okay.
I guess a guy named Beachhead, I guess.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I I know who he's talking about. That's actually interesting. That's an interesting pick. I could be down with that.
Okay, cool.
I could be
And
down
then
with
he
that.
says he loved issue number 7 of GI Joe. Beachhead underrated. And then back to Power Fantasy, Vactor saying another one that Cody got us reading, but dude, we've been giving that series its flowers
A
since it
lot of
started.
praise,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
praise. I feel like it's mostly been in my top 10 since we've been doing this. So yeah.
And then Cinema Car says that Power Fantasy got steamy. Wish they won that Eisner. So true, dude.
Yeah, so
We
true.
predicted that one, but
I think yeah, I think me and you were actually rooting for that one. Yeah, it
I
didn't
don't know
get
what
it.
ended up winning instead of Power. I can't remember what it was going up against, but
What was the category that it was
it
in?
must have been like best like no, because I guess it
Was it
was
new
last
series?
year. I don't know if it can be considered new because it was. I think it started like last year technically. Maybe it was new
Started
series
late
though.
last year, but yeah.
Okay, no, okay,
It
because you're
started like
right then.
October
Because
of last year.
okay, so
Yeah.
definitely it was probably a new series. Let us know in the comments if you can remember,
Yeah, for sure.
and like who won against it. And then he says, "Let's go Descender." I'm loving Descender. Kai, if you haven't read Descender yet,
I haven't read it yet.
it's sick.
That's on my read list.
Oh,
I've been
dude,
wanting to read that because I'm a big fan of Jeff Lemire.
the
So
Dustin Win
yeah,
like art
it's
style, it's crazy. It's like crazy sci-fi. It's a lot
yeah,
more sci-fi than East to West even was. So if you're into sci-fi, this one is like
heavy
super
into that.
sci-fi.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna get Ascender, which is I think like the sequel to it or whatever, or it fills the gaps, I think, or something.
Yeah, I
I
think that was a
forgot.
prequel. Yeah, I was confused about which order to read it, but I think it's you like the way it came out was Descender, and then they did Ascender as like a
And then they
prequel.
did Ascender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Oh, Cinema Cardo said best new series. So yeah, so it was going up against Wonder Woman. Absolute Wonder Woman.
Uh
Yeah, that's tough.
well, okay. So then yeah, that is tough.
That's
That is
tough.
tough.
I don't
But
know.
yeah, I'm not mad that Wonder Woman won, bro.
Right.
Shout out Kelly Thompson and Haiti Sherman,
That's
honestly.
true.
Because
That's true. Oh,
that's tough.
we brought it up early. Did Hayden Sherman? Because I thought that Hayden Sherman won like a couple Eisners. Did Hayden Sherman win like best cover artist too? 'Cause I know that I think Hayden Sherman was nominated for that as well. Let us know in the comments if you know about that.
I'm not
Uh,
sure.
I think
I'm
Hayden
not
Sherman was
sure.
nominated for a couple stuff, but right
He
on.
definitely was nominated for it for sure. Coming in at number two, we already touched on about it as well.
Nice.
Absolute Martian Manhunter, issue number two. I think what I just loved everything about this, but I also love how this issue was a direct parallel to the last issue, which was issue four. Issue four was all about the light,
Right.
all about light, everything, the chaos that was going on. Then went into the dark, but also I was loving how Denise Camp was portraying that everybody has a dark side. Like you see the
Right.
shadows of their shadows. Right, you see the shadows of what they are. But it's dope seeing that, like the way how he was portraying that and how he was doing that. Like I said, I just think it's great. I mean, you pretty much touched up on it perfectly, but his art is just it's just wild. I don't even like. I feel like sometimes with Javier Rodriguez's art, it's kind of like undescribable. It's hard to put into words his art.
No,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
because I feel like it just I feel like it leaves you in awe to the point where you're like, what can I say about his art? Like it's I don't know, like I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's really great stuff by Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez. Just a great way of showing that everybody has a dark side and portraying shadows to put it in that way. All the chaos that's going on in the world. I still love how John was checking up on his wife from a
right.
distance. I still love that because obviously, yeah, he still loves her. Obviously, it's his wife and he has a kid. So I'm glad they did that as well. But this is the big thing I'm worried about. This dark side at the end of this crazy, so crazy. We got dark side in the absolute Martian Manhunter book. I don't know what to think, but this is insane. Uh, wow, I don't know, man.
When
This
that
book is
happened, I was
just flat
so
out amazing, man.
surprised.
It's yeah, me
I was
too.
like,
I would have never expected it to be in a
exactly.
Martian Manhunter book. I'm glad they did it though, because I think the obvious would have been like, oh, of course he's gonna appear in like a Superman book or whatever the case may be. But
Right.
like him putting him in this, it's like, oh wow, like it was drawn so beautifully. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah, you
So
said
that's
it.
coming in at my number two.
Nah, dude, I love it. And you brought up like the dark side and stuff, like the dark shadows that everybody has. There was some cool bits like where, some people would be like looting, like stealing like a couch or something like that, and you would see like,
Yeah,
a dark shadow person carrying like the other side of the couch. Just moments like that, I thought were just like really cool.
really
Um,
cool.
just like cool, inventive, and like really unique series. I mean, what else is like absolute March Manhunter on stands? There's nothing. There's nothing like it.
Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Nice number two pick. Number two for me, Kai touched on it already, dude. Beneath the trees.
Eat the
This was
trees.
such a strong return to Woodvale or whatever it is. I am like,
Yeah,
I'm so all about it, dude. Just such a unique premise. Like, oh yeah, someone who is looking from their for their brother who died in the first volume. 10 years later, all the internet stuff, and then I mean, you summed it up. Just the fact that Sam is like cozying up to her is like, is she gonna try to help her find her brother's body, but like lead her
yeah.
astray or something like that? I have no idea how this is gonna go. And
Me neither.
just I will say too, like the artwork, I forgot, and I don't know how I forgot. Patrick Horvath is he's like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful stuff. This guy should be doing
Yeah, it's
I
great.
don't know,
It's
like a
great stuff.
children's cartoon. He shouldn't be doing like a murder a murder series, but we're happy he is, guys. It's really, really excellent stuff, man. So IDW, I mean, you guys got to be pick up the first one. It's out in like a hardcover, like a trade and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
then
trade.
continue
Yeah,
reading this series because this is going to be a really good month to month read, I bet, for sure. So yeah, just like the cool, unique, just to focus on that other girl and not focus on the character that we're already familiar with. I thought was a really cool, unique choice. So yeah, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Patrick Horvath. He's a pretty nice guy too. If you ever get a chance to meet him at a con, he's pretty cool. So that's got to be my number two, man.
good. Now we're on to the honorable mentions, and I have three of those.
Nice. Okay, I got three as well.
All right, so we're starting off with Marvel. We're gonna start off with Ultimate Spider-Man number
Nice.
19. I I think this was a great start to this new arc. Not as like mind blowing as any of the other issues that we had prior, but definitely a great start. We did get Venom in this issue, who like went berserk. He freaking freaked out. So we get to see like how Richard escaped that circumstance that he was in. So, but yeah, man, seeing Venom berserk out was just so dope. It's crazy how they do it in the last arc of this
I
series,
know,
but
dude.
I'll take it, man. He was a menace in this. I loved it. Definitely a great start to this new arc. I think my favorite part of this though was honestly the talk between Peter and MJ. I think I love that. I love their conversation. I loved how she wants to be let in more. Because I think, you know, in the mainline universe, we always talk about how like annoying MJ is and how she's kind of like mischaracterized, but she is amazing in this book. She's been calm, she knows Peter Spider-Man. She knows all this stuff. She knows about Richard and having the spider suit. She's been very like cool and chill about it. And so yeah, I think I'm on her side about like her wanting to be in more because I think she's so nothing but trust and loyalty. So
Right.
uh I definitely think that Peter should let her in more and let her know what's going on because she wants to know more about Harry and Gwen. And it's like, Peter's I think he should tell her. I think he should trust his wife to stand by his side at the end of the day. So definitely a great
Good
honorable
one.
mention. I wish it was in my top 10. It just missed the mark for me, but still a great way to pull us back into this to in this arc. I think it's a great way to start it off. And then the next one, we have Superman, Joshua Williamson, Dan Moore. Another
Nice.
one I wished that could have been in my top 10. I loved this issue. We get some
That was a
wholesome
good one.
stuff between Clark and Ma Kent. I think Superman is finally getting its stride back. I think the other arc that we were on with Lex and stuff. I thought that was a pretty cool arc, but nothing like insane. But it's just glad. I'm just so happy to see Dan Mora back on drawing soups, man. It feels so good to be back that he's back on. But the stuff with him and Monken I thought was amazing. And then we're seeing like the Legion, not for the first time, but we get to see them interact with Superman finally, I believe. We get introduced to Imra, I believe her name is, or whatever the case is. But she's like off rip, messing with his mind, uh, and like he's seeing stuff that's not happening. He's kind of like in a delusion or like in a illusion state, uh, where like he thinks that Ma Kent is like in danger and all this stuff that's just going on with him. But like I said, the art by Dan Moore is just insane, bro. I don't like who else is doing it like him. He's everywhere. A- Any company you can think of, he's probably did a cover for or whatever the case. It's just amazing. Even like this paneling here, where like they're going through like Clark's memories. This is just it's sick. It's sick paneling. It's sick stuff. I really love this issue. I once again an issue I wish that I could have had in my top 10 because I did think this was amazing. And then we get Superboy Prime at the end. He's joining in on the fight. We haven't seen him since like Dark Metal, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Dark Knight Metal was the last time that we've seen him. So yeah, amazing issue by Williamson and Dan Moore. I think that was a great way to get us Superman fans hyped about this ongoing again. Because I think it was losing its steam with like the Lex Luthor stuff. Like I said, I thought that stuff was pretty good, but I think we needed to get back into this mainline stuff and with Darkseid's Legion and how that's all doing. And then lastly, we're gonna talk about the Power Fantasy because it is an honorable mention of mine. We are gonna talk about Power Fantasy. I think it's great. I think you summed it up really perfectly. I think this is the second Summer of Love that we're still on. It got hot. It got frisky in this issue. Uh, but Casper Wingard's art, man, I think is just it's something. It really is something. So yeah, this was just great stuff by Casper Wingard and Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan, I think when it comes to indies, man, he's just another writer that I love. I think most of the indies I've read from him has really been hits. I haven't found an indie that I read and I'm just like, yeah, this isn't it for me from Karen Gillan. I know a lot of his stuff is like very nuanced,
Right.
with stuff like Die and stuff like what else I read from him? Oh, Once in Future,
Right. Shout out
which
Dan
was
Moore.
with him and Dan Moore, which was a great that was another great one as well. But just another great issue, man, from just a great series and one that I do think when it's all said and done, this might be like a all-timer indie for me. Like this might go up maybe in my top 10 of all time indies, honestly. It has that potential. It really
I
does,
love
guys.
that.
This is just a great book. So yeah, this was my last honorable mention.
Don't read that one out in public though, guys, all right? Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. It gets a little too
Yeah.
hot, too hot for school.
Yeah, it gets
Um,
hot.
and so you brought up Superman. I'm with you in that, like, overall, like, that issue was really good, like, don't I love that
Yeah,
issue. Overall, the series has been, like, a solid, like, 7 to 8, and it kinda keeps, like, bouncing back and forth, I would say, but I think that this arc has the potential, like you're saying, all the stuff with the Legion, all this the Legion of Doomsday, all this stuff with, like, the Time Trapper, is that his name? Like, he's back in the mix,
yeah, Time
so
Trapper.
like you're saying, definitely a bounce back from maybe the last arc where I wasn't so hot on. It's still good, and I'd recommend it, but
Mhm.
for DC, that one's probably just outside of the top 10, maybe, or maybe it's like 10 or 11 or something like that.
Mm,
Superman. I don't know. I'd have to
I
think
have
about
it in
that.
my top 10.
Okay, I'd have to think about
Yeah, I
that.
got it in my top 10.
It'd probably be lower
It's
10
tough
though, for
though.
sure. Maybe, yeah,
Yeah, probably. Maybe, yeah. Because I honestly I do think Green Arrow is better
yeah.
than Superman.
Yeah,
I
easily
do.
I'd say Green Arrow
I
probably
think
is the best.
Chris Condon took it up a whole nother level,
Right?
honestly. So
Yeah. Cinema Cardo, he says, "Hey man, just got back into collecting a few months ago. The YouTube algorithm brought me to your page. Been loving all the weekly content. Shout out, dude. Cinema Cardo, thanks, man. I'm glad the YouTube algorithm's doing its job. That's good to hear."
yeah. Yeah.
Vactor says Dan Mora, favorite current artist. I mean, can't go wrong there. I saw someone that were hating on Dan Mora.
Yeah, I
I didn't
don't
even
think
know. It sounded like they were speaking a different language to me, bro. I was like, what are you even saying? They were saying like all his like faces look the same. And I'm like, are you looking at what he's doing? Like just the constant, like the output of this guy is insane. So the faces,
yeah, it's wild.
he might have like, oh, the faces, they're kind of chiseled, the good looking guys. I don't care, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just like what he's
but
doing. Um,
yeah, that's crazy.
Omega Slice says, "Yo, what up, chat? Happy Monday! Shout out to Kai for
Happy
joining on his
Monday.
day off, dude. Especially."
Sure.
Pizza Punk says, "Sup." He says, "Sup," and then Omega Slice says, "Power Fantasy, the best non-Marvel X-Men book." I love that. That's a good way to put it.
Not mad at that.
I love that.
It's a great pick.
It's like when Marvel gives Kieran Valen the boot, right? From because he was doing a ton of X-Men stuff. Uh, maybe he's like, "Yo, they won't let
He
me.
was,
They won't
yeah,
let me like ball out. I'm just gonna take my good ideas over to the indie side."
hmm
Power
and it's
Fantasy covers are
flourishing.
sick too.
So
Yep, yep.
yeah, they're all sick.
And then last one here before I get into my shout outs. Lorenzo, he says, "Someone arrest Dan Mora for making Superman too handsome." That's true, dude. Get this guy locked
That's a
up,
good
man.
one. That's a good
Superman's
comment.
looking too good. What's up, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
Yo, if you guys are in the chat, give Lorenzo a sub, man. That's my we're doing a video game podcast. We just started up, dude. So episode 2
Oh,
coming out
word.
soon. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can't shut
Okay.
me up, dude. You can't shut me up, dude. All right. So yeah, shout outs for me. We brought it up. Dude, Captain America.
Cap.
I love this one, man. I guess my only thing is it's kind of weird, like where it takes place, but you can't get like too caught up in it. Like, so Captain America is
Yeah.
just in theory came out of the ice. But it's like in an Afghanistan war type of thing. That's like the war that David was fighting in or something like that. So
hmm
it's taking some like creative liberties with like where it takes place on the timeline, but if you can get over that, we'll be in for a really good Captain America run. It's this is like your perfect first Captain America run, and I'm so glad that I jumped on. This is gonna be super sick. I've been reading Ed Brubaker's run too. I read the
mm
Omni last month, and kind of having this to compare it with, you're seeing a lot of the similar stuff, like kind of the covert op sort of flavor of it. And yeah, dude, I'm just here for the ride. I think it's gonna be super cool. Valerio Shiti and Frank Martin on the art too. Want to give shout outs. And
Yeah.
then you
Great
brought
stuff.
this up, man. So good. I wish I could have squeezed this in. I really, really do. But it's so good. And I think you're right that this arc might be better than the previous one. Not even that the previous one was bad. It
Yeah.
was good. Just this one, the fact that
Right. The
it's more
previous one was
personal.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the stuff. Yeah, the fact that he's missing at the end. What the hell's going on with that, dude? Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess so. I
Crazy.
guess a thing that I would have to ask maybe Chris about this if I ever see him or whatever. The fact that like there's
Mm.
another Archer out there, and the detective is like, "Oh yeah, by the way, there's like this other Archer guy. He's been found like shooting people up." I'm like, I would tell Green Arrow that like day one or
Right.
something. You know what I mean? But all right, all right. But yeah, excellent stuff. Chris Conner just killing it. Montos, Lucas, and then last shout out our last runner up, we're giving it to Chris Condon again
Just from the
for
Fallout.
Views from the Fallout, man. I've been loving this series, dude. Just I said it last time, but it's like a Twilight Zone sort of feel, really
Yeah.
tense. But the artwork is really what's kind of selling it to me. In the same way that, in the same way I feel about Javier Rodriguez, it's just like no one's doing this. Like it's so weird to look at almost, but the really smart thing about it is that every character, even though it's like almost no detail, every character is like distinct. Like
Yeah,
you can tell like the shape of their nose and stuff like that. You can tell who's talking. Um, but yeah,
yeah,
it's essentially like turning into like a zombie story with all these people stuck in the diner. So I just think that this series is one that I would recommend if you guys are fans of sci-fi series, fans of zombie stuff. This is
yeah,
kind of giving me that sort of vibe. So and
yeah,
Chris Condon, dude, runner up Chris Condon, shout out.
yeah. It was just another great writer and one that's probably in my top 5 as well. He's
I
probably at
think
my 5
so.
spot though, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely. But he's doing great things, bro. Yeah, that news from the fall, that issue, I like that issue. I think I was a bigger fan of issue 1 more than
okay,
issue 2,
yeah,
just slightly, but I still really liked issue 2. I still think it's really good stuff. I think Jeffrey Allen, the artist, he does a great job. The whole black and white gray aesthetic, it looks so appealing. I don't know what it
yeah.
is, but it's great stuff. So yeah, that issue was good. That was a really good issue.
All right, guys. So that's been our runner ups. We did the first nine, and we also did some shout outs. So a lot of good comics. We're
Mhm.
giving some love here, but it's time for the number one pick. Let me know in the comments, guys. What was your favorite? I guess, or like favorite comic that we didn't mention yet? Because me and Kai like to
Yeah.
play this game where we guess what the number one pick's gonna be, and the fact that we both haven't said something is glaring to me. So I would put money that we both have it lined up for this number one pick.
I think we both have the same. Yeah,
It's
I
gotta be.
think
It's
we
gotta
do.
be. So yeah, let me know in the
It's gotta
comments
be.
what you guys were liking this month. Uh, we got some love for Lorenzo in the chat. Lorenzo said that he's talking about Donkey Kong in the next memory card episode. So look forward to that, guys. We're gonna be talking about
Okay,
some cool
okay.
video game stuff. Omega Slice says that I want to rant about them breaking up the word Fallout in the title. It's Fallout. That's interesting. Oh, like
Really?
literally like the word. Maybe
Oh,
that's
like the okay,
maybe that's like a thematic reason for it. But that's a good point. I guess
maybe.
Fallout typically would be a one word thing.
Yeah, yeah. Usually
Hmm.
it would be. Yeah, it'd be one word, but yeah, they broke it apart.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I see. Maybe Omega Slice is just saying like the actual title is Fallout one word, but on the cover they split it up or something. I don't know. But yeah,
They
interesting.
split it. Oh, okay, maybe
Interesting. But yeah,
that
okay,
is
so
interesting.
number one pick, Kai, let's hear it, dude. And I'm so certain we got it lined up, but let's just
I think we got it lined up too. It's absolute
it's
Batman. This
got
you
it.
know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's absolute Batman. This
Gotta
was
be.
sick, man. I think absolute Batman finally, at least for me, finally finding its stride. I think we're
Ooh,
getting more consistent with absolute Batman. I
well
still think
said,
like
man.
I do think obviously like the first 6 issues of Absolute Batman, which is the first arc, I do think that's a great arc. There was some qualms I have with the first arc, but I do think the first arc as a whole is still great. I think it's way more positive than negatives. But this Bane stuff, it's just insane. He's captured at Arkham. He's out here using teeth as like brass knuckles. Like, bro, this is just like it's so cool and so sick, and it's what you would expect from a Batman book. Like
Yeah,
that's what I think separates the Batman books from like Superman or Wonder Woman. It's his cool factor and the stuff that he
yeah,
does. Like that's just how Batman is. He's just a cool character. But then we also get like glimpses of other characters. Like this potentially could be Swamp Thing. Maybe who knows? It looks like the Green Swamp Thing could be part of that Arc M. It's a lot of crazy stuff. We even get like the flashback with him and Selena here,
yep.
which is revealed that she is on the cover for issue 13, I believe. She's on the cover for.
Such a
And
cool
we've seen
design
her
too.
costume. Her design is really cool. We get to see Bruce broken down and still like he's trying to escape, but Bane's just there and beats him up and puts him back. Then he's filled with like venom, but then like you have like the suit calling to him, and then he answers that call and busts through. Uh, it's so dope, man. This is just a epic. This is just an epic book, and probably I think this is easily a top 3 Absolute Batman issue, but
Yeah,
might be number 1. I'm still torn between this and, like, issue 1, but
right.
this
Issue
might
one,
be,
but
like, the
this
one.
was
It might
sick.
just be. Then
Right.
this was sick, man. Then, like, we get glimpses I think this looked like Professor Pig, honestly, but, like,
Yeah.
reformed or deformed. Like, yeah, it's characters in here that I'm like that they're, like, definitely alluding to. Then we get, like, flashback stuff with Killer Croc or with Waylon Jones, and then we get introduced to the boy Killer Croc,
I
and then we
couldn't
get
believe it when that was happening, dude.
this sick panel, bro, where he's on his back. Come on, that's that's sick. That's so sick. So yeah, I think the clear number one is Absolute Batman. Trust me, there were a lot of amazing books this month, but Absolute Batman was just like, I think that was just like a jaw dropper. Like like
Yes.
as I was reading it, I was like, bro, what is going on? He's going like the brass knuckle teeth. Then he used his fluid on a person
Yeah,
and
he's like,
melted the guard's
oh
face.
my god, it
Bro,
was like he
it's so
somehow
crazy.
like got into his own stomach acid, and he was using his stomach acid as a weapon.
Yeah,
Like, what are you talking
as a
about, Scott
weapon.
Snyder? You crazy madman? Wh-
He is a crazy
Just this,
madman, but
and
this is the type of crazy I like.
just like
This was epic. This was
dude,
truly epic.
the fact that they're, like, giving him all sorts of crazy surgeries, like, I didn't think Batman would be getting like, honestly, I didn't think Batman would be getting out of this, dude, like, when
Yeah, me
they
neither.
broke him down, because it's interesting, right? With the Nightfall stuff back in the day, with the original wait, was it we fought Bane in Nightfall, right? Am I crazy? Um,
He fought Bane in Nightfall, yeah. Mhm.
so it's like you break them like physically or whatever, and it happens way later than in Batman's career, obviously. But for this Batman, absolute Batman, to be broken down by Bane in like a mental fashion, like down to like his
Yeah,
core, like almost his spirit was
4.
broken, almost. But Batman always got just a little bit more in him, you know. And like you
Mhm.
said, man, the cool factor, it's so true because as much as we like Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, this is just, like, cool. It's just cool, you know what I mean?
It's just rad, bro. I don't
So, yeah, and just, like, I don't know, it makes my skin like, I'm getting like, the bad version of goosebumps looking at this, but, like, Bane kinda juicing up, and he's like, "I'm glad he got
now I
out
can
so
break.
now I
Yeah,
can
he's
break
like,
this motherfucker."
now
You haven't broken him
I
yet,
can
dude?
break him. Break, yeah.
Like, what else
Oh
is
my
This
gosh.
Bane
If
got
he
planned,
if
dude? It's
he
crazy.
if he does the iconic Bane breaking his back thing
Right?
in this universe, that would be crazy. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like they might do. I swear. I
No,
just have a feeling Scott Snyder's he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna
dude,
do it.
you're right. Maybe not his back because maybe that's like, maybe you've seen his back broken like already or something like that. But
We have.
I think you're right in the fact that Scott Snyder, like, this isn't the lowest point for this Batman. He can
Yeah,
get a
for
little
sure. It's
lower.
not.
Like, Scott Snyder's got a
Yeah.
little bit more planned for this Batman. And yeah, just to see it so early in his career, man. Just the fact that Scott Snyder, he's got to be one of the best Batman writers, right? I mean, just the fact that he can like
I
reinvent and
think
just
easily.
right, like must be just the fact that he can
I
just reinvent the
I I
character so
I
many
can't think
times and
of
still keep
more
that
than
essence
5
though, right?
writers that's better than
Yeah,
him as Batman.
yeah. So listen, guys, Absolute Batman. I knew we would lie because when we go this whole list and we don't mention Absolute Batman number 10, guys, something's going on, right?
Right.
Because
Nobody mentioned it. I was like, "Oh, yeah, it's gotta be, yeah.
the
It has to
hype,
line up."
dude, when this came out and the panel was going around of Batman riding on the back, I was like, this is insane, dude. Of course,
This
Dragoda,
is so fire.
big fans, Dragoda. I mean, kind of in the same I forgot which issue we're talking about, but like the artist, it wouldn't be nearly as possible without that artist. I mean, Dragoda is the GOAT. Dragoda is just the GOAT right now.
Yeah, he's insane, man.
After reading his
That
East
issue,
to
bro.
West, I'm just like having such a deeper appreciation for what Dragoda is doing. And Pizza Punk says, I saw that cover the other day. Bane is looking like an absolute unit. Yeah, bro. He's not even juiced up here, really.
He's
I mean, this is like a little bit of juice.
he's more than a unit. I don't even know what to call Bane at this point. He's not a unit. He's above that. What I don't know what's above that, but that's what he is.
And
He's insane.
it's like so crazy because like as evil or like messed up and dark as the absolute villains have been so far, like all of them throughout all the titles, you're right. This band, he's like evil on like a different level. Like it's kind of crazy.
He's like a and he's not even like a pure evil. I think he's like calm. It's like
It's
I don't know
scarier
how to
that he's so
explain it
calm
because
about it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's scarier because he's so calculated, and I think that's what
Yes,
makes him so much scarier. He's
good word.
very
Yep,
which
calculated.
which is
Yep,
which is a trait that he's had in the main universe, but like he does it in a very like he's not loud about it. Like
yep.
you know what I mean? He's not loud about it, but when you stand up to him, he's gonna let you know what's up. And yeah, I oh my gosh, I can't wait for the next issue. I need the next
That's
issue
the
now.
thing. That's the thing, dude. Like,
Like,
yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest, I do. I need I need it.
Because you
I
said
need
it,
it
man.
now,
The
bro.
momentum, like the first arc, you were saying, like, yeah, I agree with that. But then you get the Mr. Free stuff. All right, you know what I mean. And then these last two, I mean,
Yeah. It's like, all right.
we're just like rocking right now. So yeah, that's our top 10 list,
Yeah,
guys.
I think it's found its footing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
found its footing, and I'm sure issue number 11 will probably be on one of our lists next month, dude.
probably, probably.
Uh, Lorenzo says, "I don't see how this Bane breaks Batman's back without disintegrating him on accident." That's tr-
Yeah, I feel that too.
it's almost like, dude, like physically, like if Batman has no help from Killer Croc or whatever, like how is he taking down Bane, bro? There's no way.
He's not gonna do it by himself.
No way, dude.
He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
He's not.
Well, listen, dude, Kai, that does it for our top 10 list of the month. Pleasure having you on, dude, especially doing it live. I think the experiment works super well. So yeah, maybe in
Yeah,
the future we'll be doing these live, man. That's
that's
pretty
working.
exciting. Um, but as we're closing it out, I like to give Kai a little bit of a platform, dude. Kai, you got anything? I saw that you guys posted that first episode of the podcast. So you got any projects coming up and where can people find you?
Yeah. On TikTok, you can find me at Khibucks0. And on Instagram, you can find me at Khibucks6. And yes, I do have a podcast. We have a podcast called The Four Real Friends, For Real REEL. We actually have our second episode up there. I think we uploaded it 3, 4 days ago.
Okay.
But the second episode is up on there, and we're working on the third. Uh, so yeah, you can find me on there. Man, I think that's pretty much it, man. That's all my handles for right now.
Yeah, dude. So you can find that Kai's handles down below. I think I put them in the description. You should be able to find them down there. And the four real friends, dude, is really exciting. I was saying it last time, just like more stuff to listen to, like while I work or whatever. So it's really cool seeing more friends starting up more podcasts. We all like to talk around here. And the cast that you guys have on that four real
I
friends,
like the
that's a
yap.
nice cast, dude. You got Zane, you got
Yeah,
who else is on that? You got oh Stu, is
got
Stu on
Stu.
that? Nice. And then
And we
Noah,
got
right?
yeah, we got Stu and we got Noah. Yeah, yeah,
Nice,
yeah. We
dude.
got a great cast, man. Love those guys.
Right on,
Shout
man.
out
So
them, man. Shout out to them.
four real friends and find Kai's socials down below. But I think that'll do it. Top 10 comic books of July. Thank you guys for watching, especially in the chat, man. We really appreciate all the comments coming in. Real nervous about doing this live. Like if no one watches, I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be whatever. Me and Kai just gonna do our thing, but got some nice
Right.
audience interaction. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Everybody listening and
Yeah,
watching.
appreciate y'all for tapping in.
But yeah, dude, top 10 comics. Catch us next month, dude. August is not gonna be slowing down, all right, guys. We always got great
Yeah.
comics to talk about for sure. So yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching and
Mm-hmm.
read more comics.
There will be more. Peace out.